Episode 7, The Discard, The Final Betrayal. The December series, Day 7, The Discard, The Final Betrayal. You thought if you just held on long enough, things would get better. You thought if you loved them harder, they would remember who you were to them. You thought if you stayed loyal through the coldness, the criticism, the cruelty, they would eventually see your worth. But they did not. Instead, they discarded you. And the way they did it felt like the ultimate betrayal. Because they did not just leave. They left in a way that made you feel like you were the problem. They left in a way that made you question everything you gave. They left in a way that kept the door cracked open, just enough to keep you hoping. This is the discard phase. And it is not the end. It is the final move in the game. In narcissistic abuse, the discard is not about them moving on. It is about them maintaining control even after they are gone. There are 3 types of discards. The first is the cold discard. One day they are there. The next day they are gone. No explanation, no closure, no conversation. They block you. They disappear. They move on like you never existed. And you are left standing in the wreckage, trying to make sense of what just happened. The second is the replacement discard. This is when they do not just leave you. They leave you for someone else, and they make sure you know about it. They post pictures. They change their relationship status. They show the world how happy they are with someone new. And it feels like a knife in the chest. Because the person who told you that you were their soulmate is now saying the exact same things to someone else. The third is the slow fade discard. This is when they do not officially end the relationship. They just stop showing up. They stop texting. They stop calling. They stop making effort. But they do not break up with you. They keep you on the back burner. They keep you as an option in case their new supply does not work out. They keep you as a backup in case they get bored. They keep you confused so you do not move on, and you stay stuck because you do not have closure. You do not have clarity. You do not have permission to let go. All 3 types of discards have one thing in common. They are designed to make you feel like you are not enough. But here's the truth. The discard has nothing to do with your worth. It has everything to do with their inability to sustain real connection. Narcissists do not discard people because those people failed. They discard people because the mask is too exhausting to maintain. The version of themselves they performed during love bombing takes energy, and eventually, they run out. So they move on to someone new, someone who does not know the truth yet, someone who still believes the performance, and the cycle starts all over again. Psychologically, the discard is the most damaging phase, because it comes after you have already been love-bombed and devalued. You have already been conditioned to believe that your worth is tied to their approval. So when they discard you, it does not just feel like rejection. It feels like proof that you were never good enough. But that is the lie. You were always good enough. You were just never dealing with someone capable of seeing that. Spiritually, the discard mirrors a pattern we see throughout Scripture. In Luke chapter 15, Jesus tells the story of the prodigal son. The son demands his inheritance early. He takes everything his father has given him, and then he leaves. He does not just leave. He wastes everything, and when it is all gone, he comes back. Not because he values his father, but because he needs something. This is the narcissist's pattern. They take, they use, they discard, and when they need supply again, they come back. This is called hoovering, and it almost always happens after the discard. They reach out weeks, months, or even years later. They say things like, "I have been thinking about you. I miss you. I made a mistake. No one understands me like you do. And if you have not healed, if you have not seen the pattern, you let them back in, because you think the person you fell in love with has finally returned. But they have not. They just need supply again, and you are the easiest source." Proverbs chapter 26 verse 11 says, "As a dog returns to its vomit, so fools repeat their folly." The hoover is the return to the vomit, and if you take them back, the cycle starts over. Love bombing, devaluation, discard, and each time it gets worse. Because now they know you will stay. Now they know you will forgive. Now they know you will accept less and less and less. If you have been discarded, you are probably feeling one of two things right now. Either you are devastated, or you are relieved. If you are devastated, I need you to hear this. The discard is not a reflection of your value. It is a reflection of their emptiness. You did not fail. You were set up to fail, because no amount of love, loyalty, or sacrifice will ever fill a person who is empty at the core. You were trying to win a game that was rigged from the start. If you are relieved, I need you to hear this. That relief is your soul recognizing freedom. You have been carrying a weight that was never yours to carry, and now that it is gone, you can finally breathe. Do not let guilt convince you to pick it back up. Galatians chapter 5 verse 1 says, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free." Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. The relationship was a yoke, and the discard is your freedom, even if it does not feel like it yet. Here is what you need to know about the discard. It was not personal. It was inevitable. They were always going to discard you, not because of who you are, but because of who they are not. They are not capable of sustaining real intimacy. They are not capable of seeing you as a whole person. They are not capable of love that does not serve their ego, and you cannot fix that. You cannot love someone into wholeness. You cannot perform your way into being valued. You cannot sacrifice yourself into being seen. The discard is painful, but it is also the gift, because it is the moment you stop trying to earn love from someone who was never offering it. This is day 7 of the December series, 31 days to break the shared fantasy. The discard is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your freedom. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about what happens after the discard. We are going to talk about the trauma bond, the invisible chain that keeps you tied to someone who is no longer even there, and how to finally break it. Episode 7, complete. This one exposes the discard phase and reframes it as the painful but necessary doorway to freedom. We've now completed the first week of the December series. Episodes 1, 7 cover the core cycle, the wizard, the red pill moment, the shared fantasy, love bombing, devaluation, and the discard. Ready to move into week 2 with episode 8, trauma bonding?